Now on CoastTV News.
Friendly reminder, the water is closed today.
Beaches across Delmarva closed due to dangerous surf.
From Ocean City to Cape Henlopen State Park.
I don't think anybody should be anywhere near the water.
And Hurricane Erin isn't even off our coast yet.
The bad weather we have right now actually isn't Erin. She's still on the way.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
A live look into Rehoboth Beach as this wicked weather hits the coast ahead of the main brunt from Hurricane Erin. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with strong winds and stormy weather.
We have crews all along the coast as the storm moves in. Paul Williams is tracking the latest updates of this storm live. Emma Aiken is in Cape Henlopen State Park, where surf fishing beaches are closed. Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, where the beach is open, but the ocean isn't.
On your screen now is Cape Henlopen State Park, where all surf fishing, drive-on, and swimming beaches have been temporarily closed. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is live there in Cape Henlopen State Park. Emma, Denrek says it's just not safe.
Charlie, here at the state park, it's windy, it's a little bit rainy and misty. Usually you can drive right onto this beach here, but as you can see from this closure sign, that is not allowed today, and the same goes for swimming at these beaches. But that didn't stop onlookers from coming to check out the big waves and experience the wicked wind. A closed-off Cape Henlopen State Park.
It is really, really windy. I'm very cold, and I'm trying to get close to the water, but it's just so windy that it's hard to make it there.
That's Katie Sims, a Lewis local who says she's never seen the conditions this bad. That high surf and those rough conditions are the reason the state park closed down all surf fishing drive-on crossings and swimming beaches. The same thing is happening over at Delaware Seashore State Park and an empty beach here at Fenwick Island State Park.
I think that they're smart. I don't think anybody should be anywhere near the water.
But surfer BJ Haig doesn't care about the rules. He says the big waves are a thrill.
It's definitely scary sometimes, but once you get out there, you get used to it. You always get this adrenaline rush at first. You're like, oh, it's big, you know. It's like the night before Christmas.
Onlookers at the park Tuesday were soaking up the rare sights from a safe distance.
Be careful, there's surfers out there. It wouldn't be me, but.
With waves crashing in dangerous conditions, beaches along Delmarva are empty, right in the middle of the busy summer season. To be clear, the park entrance is open and you're welcome to come check out the views, but swimming and driving on the beaches are not allowed right now. Denrek says they will continue monitoring over the next several days. Reporting live here at Cape Henlopen State Park, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Emma, thank you. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Ocean City. You can see some pretty big rips out there as we turn it over to our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. As that video is showing you there, the seas are rough right now. And believe it or not, Erin has yet to step to center stage and affecting our weather directly. Right now, we do have an active tropical storm watch, meaning we're watching out for tropical storm force winds, up to about 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, possible from Ed Roger Acres, Ocean City, West Ocean City, down towards Chincoteague. Then we have active small craft advisory and gale wind watches and warnings in effect along the coast, bracing for 25 to even 45 mile per hour wind gusts. Coastal flood watch, that's for all of the beach cities along the coast. And then the inland area, we have coastal flood watch in effect for inland areas as well. So no matter where you are on the Delmarva Peninsula, we're concerned about flooding, inundation of about a foot or so for those low-lying areas. An additional hurricane statement was issued for the immediate Salisbury and throughout central portions of the Delmarva Peninsula as well. And we had a small craft advisory that's just been allowed to expire. Here's a look at the rain right now. It's continuing to push through, staying light to moderate. And then we have an updated statement with rip currents. The rip currents are becoming more intense off of the Sussex County coast. So that means that even more so it's important to heed the warnings of all of the lifeguards that are trying to keep you safe during this high volume visitation time frame. Scattered showers for right now, but this rain that we're dealing with is from this low pressure system, not from Erin. Well, where is Erin? Erin's out there causing problems with the chances of wave forecast up to about 13 feet for Thursday, and here's where Erin's located right now. with winds at 105 miles per hour, moving slowly to the northwest at about 10 miles per hour. But it's not necessarily getting stronger, but here's the problem. It's this, watch, it's getting bigger with each circulation. And that's what makes it a threat for us. Not that it's going to be stronger, it's going to be a category 2, but it's so big, Maddie and Charlie, it's going to affect us and cause red flag concerns across the entire coast.
Paul, thank you. Red flags flying in Rehoboth Beach, meaning no swimming allowed. The surf rough today with those choppy waves and rip currents. Rehoboth lifeguards set their stands along the beach access points to remind everybody, stay out of the water. Beach Patrol officials say the water is putting on a show, but only safe to enjoy from the sand.
Mother Nature is, she's showing her power, and it's nice to just, look back and just see how it's looking and admire it. But as far as testing it and going out in the water, it's just, you can save that for another different beach day.
We did see people on the beach today, nobody swimming. The Beach Patrol says they expect those red flags will stay up for at least a couple of days.
And at Lewis Beach, yellow and red flags up, which means swimmers are allowed in the water but should swim with caution. The Lewis Beach Patrol says because they're on the bay, not the ocean, rip currents aren't as threatening, but swimming could be restricted if conditions get worse.
If we need to make a decision to restrict water access, we will. Our number one goal is to keep our visitors and our residents of the city of Lewis safe. So we take that very seriously, but as you can see, we don't have the issues that the ocean beaches have.
And now to Ocean City. According to the Beach Patrol, the ocean is currently restricted there as well. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe is live, and Kevin, lifeguards were still on duty today.
Maddie, it has been windy and rough all day today in Ocean City. And the Beach Patrol has been alerting people walking along the beach that they're not allowed to go in the water at this time. Between the hours of 10 a.m. and 5:30 p.m., lifeguards were keeping watch of the beach. According to the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lieutenant Mike Stone, their job today was to make sure no one went in the water. According to Stone, this is due to the rough waves and dangerous surf conditions. People could still enjoy a walk along the beach, but if you walked too close to the waves, a lifeguard would have brought you back in for your safety and for theirs.
It's also dangerous for our personnel, and we want them to be able to come to work each day and leave safely, but we also need them to be there for when it is open and it is safe to go in.
Now, according to Stone, the Ocean City Beach Patrol will be reviewing the weather to see when it will be okay for people to go back in the water. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
And those restrictions went further south as well. Let's show you some video from Assateague Island National Seashore. You can see a double red flag warning there. Restrictions on that beach as well.
All of this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what's your top concern during these beach storms?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 79% right now say erosion. Those strong currents, travel hazards, or missed fishing are all getting a little bit of the boat there.
And we do have a comment from Ocean Pines. This is Lou. He says his biggest concern is swimmers drowning in the rough surf.
If you haven't voted yet on this poll, you still can do that on our website or our app, or leave a comment, and we'll show you some updated results on CoastTV News at 11. To Ocean City, you can ride your bike and your skateboard a little longer on the boardwalk. The council approved extending the hours from midnight to noon. Previously, riders only allowed between 2 a.m. and 11 a.m. The mayor opposed the move, saying it will be tough to enforce and the boardwalk is already crowded, but council approved it anyway. Dunkin' Donuts seeking final site plan approval for a drive-through store on Broadkill Road. Milton Planning and Zoning Commission is set to discuss this tonight at 6:30. Dunkin' first made its pitch to the town in fall of 2024. The original plans call for over 2,800 square feet for the coffee chain restaurant. We're just getting started this evening.
Tonight in sports, Commanders preseason highlights Jaden Daniels and company looking to pick up where they left off in 2024.
We are currently under a tropical storm watch as we brace for aggressive winds and heavy downpours. I'll show you what I'm tracking about and the latest on Aaron coming up.
But first, Ocean City emergency workers preparing for the worst, hoping for the best. As Aaron draws nigh, we are back in just 60 seconds.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
As Aaron continues to grow in size, the threat to the Delmarva coast is growing as well. Fortunately, we see the latest tracking veering away from us, avoiding a direct hit. But because this storm is so large and getting bigger, Ocean City Emergency Services is on the lookout for any last-minute twists and turns from Aaron in the next 48 hours. We're located right now at the emergency operations here at Ocean City, and this is actually the room where everything is going to happen just in case something does happen. So you have an array of things that are a possibility, of course, whether it's police services, fire services, cleanup efforts, sewer problems, flooding, or any kind of erosion problems on the beach, or if there's a rescue effort. The bottom line is that they are prepared for the worst, but they're kind of prepared for that on a daily basis. Now, we have the director that's here with us right now. Now, Joe, the thing that I want to ask you is, like, as of right now, obviously you're not in an emergency ramp-up situation, but what are some of the things that you guys already systematically have in place just in case something like this goes to the left?
Well, this is a normal tropical cyclone event that we do, occasionally have hit Ocean City. It's not a direct hit by any means, but we have a tropical storm plan that we put in place with all the departments that we start ramping up about 5 days before. And it's everything from Public Works getting their tools ready, to closing the sea gates, to starting to inform the public. We're prepared, and we do this on a regular basis.
So at this particular juncture, we're obviously not at that level of things checking up and ramping up. What are some of the things that the regular public needs to know as far as what you guys are doing and how they can gain access to you, and why would they need to gain access to you?
Well, this is certainly, we're still in the middle of August. There's a lot of tourists still in town that aren't from here. So what we want to do is make sure that we get the message out that listen to what we are saying. Right now, we have closed the beaches to swimming. There's no entry into the water. We expect that, we will have some overwash, possibly on some of the dune systems. We could see some erosion. There's a multitude of things that could happen. But the good news is that this storm is going to turn northwest and northeast and going to just keep on going. It's going to pass us, but we're going to get some high surf. It's not going to be beach days for the next few days. Probably going to get some coastal flooding, but we're ready for it.
And last but not least, and for those folks who are searching for this information, where can they find it easily?
We push it out on social media, on Facebook and other platforms. They can certainly go to the Ocean City Town Government, which it'll be posted on, and public service messaging is key. It's on the variable message boards that we have along Coastal Highway, so we push it out as best we possibly can.
Appreciate it, Joe. I know that you're busy. Thanks for taking time out for us. One other thing, just to kind of remind you, we are tracking Aaron, and as of right now, Aaron is at a Category 2, but we're expecting for, as the turn happens, for her to cause more problems for the folks in North Carolina than, let's say, here. But it is such a wide storm. It has such a tremendous girth that the residual effects of it are likely to at least give us some rough seas and rough waves, and at least raise the eyebrows of the folks that are working here. Here's a look at your golf forecast. Listen, I don't advise you saying 4, 5, or 6 tomorrow because it's going to be real breezy. Watching out for some serious rain. More on Aaron coming up. Earlier, Aaron peaked as a Category 4, now downgraded to a 2. However, it's grown in size, thus keeping our threat concern still at an alert level. Ocean City, we see the surf still very rough. No allowance of any kind of swimmers along the beach, and it's smart to do so. The rip currents are now even more dangerous. The winds are gusting at about 27 miles per hour. Indian River Inlet, 23 mile per hour gust in Bethany Beach, as well as Rehoboth. We are under a tropical storm watch, meaning we're watching out for tropical storm force winds, up to about, let's say, 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. In addition to that, breezy conditions with small craft advisory active off of the Sussex County coast. Coastal flood watch for all coastal cities, for example, Lewis, Rehoboth, down towards Bottom Hills and all of that, but that's also inclusive of the inland areas. So we're bracing for inundation of about a half a foot to possibly a foot for low-lying areas. We have that same concern for Ocean City, down towards Ocean Pines, Fenwick Island. We also have what's called a hurricane statement, basically stating for the folks that are inland, for example, Salisbury, Eden, the airport, you could still receive some of the residual effects of what's happening with Aaron, even though Aaron's not going to give us a direct hit. All that being said, here's a look at the rain for right now. A lot of folks are thinking this is actually a result of Aaron. Actually, it's not. It's a low pressure system that's close by. Aaron has yet to officially arrive. Here's a look at that rip current concern, particularly for Lewis, Rehoboth, Dewey Beach, Ocean View, and Fenwick Island. This has been reissued by the National Weather Service, indicating that the rip currents have become even more of a concern, or violent, to be quite honest. So that's why nobody's being allowed into that water. Here's where the rain is right now, and this is the low pressure system that's causing the rain we're feeling at this point. What we have to focus on for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, going into Saturday, is what the wave forecast is as a result of Aaron. Wednesday, 5 to 9 feet. Thursday, 8 to 13 feet. So Thursday's the day where I think things are going to be the worst. This is the latest look at Aaron. 105 mile per hour sustained winds moving to the north-northwest at about 10 miles per hour is expected to curve away from us, staying a Category 2. Now, it'll be downgraded to a Category 1 as it goes out to much colder waters. But even the outer edge of this influence is still going to be 250 miles away. But it's so big that it's still going to affect us regardless. So that's why we're under the advisories. Look at this windshield. Even though it's going to pull away from us, it's still going to get just close enough to bother us enough to cause problems with waves. Now, this is the big deal for us, okay? So if you're not paying attention to anything else, pay attention to this. You see this water, this color code here? Orange is 8, 12 is red. We're looking at 8 to 10 Dewey Beach Bottom Hills for Thursday. And then on the other side of this, look at how close the deeper red gets to us. So we're looking at 12-foot waves, and then we can see even 24-foot waves out in the water, at least in the distance. So that's the effect that this storm is going to have, even from that great a distance. So we're looking at swells up to 8 to 13, tropical storm force winds, tidal flooding and beach erosion. And then for the day part forecast, we're looking for it to stay in the 80s with scattered showers pushing through. Along the coast, we're looking for temperatures in the 80s with scattered showers. And then for going into Thursday, we're looking for those rain and scattered showers to push through. And last but not least, we're watching out for 51 mile per hour winds that are going to push through as this slides out of the picture. Finally, here's a look at your extended forecast.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's a cloudy, rainy day for us here on the Eastern Shore, but that won't stop me from bringing you your daily dose of sports. Let's start on the gridiron, where Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders played some Monday night preseason football. Daniels made his 2025 preseason debut for the Commanders and picked up right where he left off, fresh off a Rookie of the Year campaign in 2024. He rushed once, he scored once, and that pretty much sums up his Monday night. Daniels played a total of 4 snaps on Monday. Preseason rookie running back sensation Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt, or Bill as he likes to be called, also found the zone on a 27-yard touchdown run. Daniels made sure he got the game ball as well. The night belonged to the Bengals, though, who rattled off 21 unanswered points in the second quarter en route to a 31-17 win in Northwest Stadium. And we wait on the standby for the status of tonight's Shorebirds game, with rain in the forecast all the way until 2 in the morning. Follow along with our socials at Delmarva Sports Network on Instagram, X, and Facebook to get the latest updates on the status of the game. That'll do it for sports for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
Our umbrella winner, Barry Thompson of Selbyville. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. By the way, keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Dangerous swells, rip currents, and Hurricane Aaron is causing more concerns for rip currents. Let's please keep those warnings from those lifeguards. Take them seriously, folks, because it is serious.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.